Physics is simple. It has topics like simple harmonic motion, simple pendulum. Now we'll find the time period of a simple pendulum using restoring torque method. A simple pendulum is very simple. It has a string and a bob hanging here. This is the position at which the torque on the bob is 0. So here torque is 0. Potential energy is minimum. This is called mean position. If you don't know the spelling of mean, you can call it stable equilibrium position. At this position, torque is 0. A simple pendulum is an example of angular SHM. So the first step in finding the time period of a simple pendulum using restoring torque method is to find the mean position or the stable equilibrium position. At the mean position, torque is 0 and potential energy is minimum. Now we displace the pendulum by an angle theta. Theta is small, but we are drawing it big so that we can see it clearly. Now at this position, the forces acting on the bob are its weight mg, which always acts vertically downwards, and tension, which always acts along the string away from the body under consideration. Now we can resolve this mg into two components. One will be in this direction, opposite to the string. Another will be this tangential component. Since this is parallel to this angle is theta, this will also be theta, corresponding angles. And therefore, this component of mg is mg cos theta. And this component of mg is mg sin theta. The component of a vector in the direction of known angle is cos component, and the component in the direction of unknown angle is sine component. Now somebody may think, why you resolve mg into components, why not tension? We always resolve forces in the direction of acceleration and perpendicular to acceleration. So this bob is not accelerating in this direction. Therefore, resolve this mg into components, not tension into components. In a conical pendulum, we resolve tension into components. For a simple pendulum, we resolve mg into components. So therefore, this side there is no acceleration, in the sense this may be having centripetal acceleration, but it is not actually moving in this direction. Now, this mg sin theta will create a torque that is trying to bring this pendulum to the mean position. So that is the restoring torque. Theta is in this direction, moved that way. This torque is trying to bring it back. So that torque is negative because it's opposite to theta, and that is equal to force into perpendicular distance. So mg sin theta into this L. This mg cos theta cannot create a torque about this axis because the line of action of mg cos theta and tension for that matter passes through the axis under consideration. So only mg sin theta creates a torque, and that torque is given by mg sin theta, the force, into the perpendicular distance L, and minus sign because it is opposite to theta. So now this torque becomes minus mgl sine theta. Now if theta is small, less than 6 degrees, then sine theta can be taken approximately as theta in radians. In that case, torque becomes minus mgl theta. Now we find torque is proportional to minus theta, and that is the requirement for angular SHM. In linear SHM, F is proportional to minus x. In angular SHM, torque is proportional to minus theta. So therefore this motion is simple harmonic motion. And once we have got torque, we can get angular acceleration. Torque is I alpha. Okay. In linear motion, F equal to ma. In angular motion, torque is I alpha. So alpha becomes torque by moment of inertia. So minus mgl by I into theta. In SHM, angular SHM, alpha is equal to minus omega square theta. Therefore, this omega becomes root over mgl by I. And what is the moment of inertia of this bob about this axis? Mass of the bob is m and the distance is L, and moment of inertia is given by mass into distance square. So this I will become ml square. So omega will be equal to root over mgl by ml square. So this m is getting cancelled. This L gets cancelled. So omega is root over g by L. And once we know omega, we know time period, because omega is 2 pi into frequency. And frequency is 1 by time period. So time period is 2 pi by omega. And that gives us 2 pi root over L by g. So this is the time period of a simple pendulum. We have derived it using the restoring torque method. Remember, in this case, we resolve mg into components. Okay, one component of mg is in the direction of centripetal acceleration. The other tangential component of mg is trying to bring the bob to the mean position, and that is creating the restoring torque.